let's go over what you're going to need to start your seeds. It doesn't take much. The basics are just soil and something to hold the soil and lights. So inside this frame, there are some LED lights that have the full spectrum needed for starting seeds. There are some other lighting setups you could use. This is one that my mom uses. It's a light that can be hung from something like an industrial shelf that you might buy for your garage. And so it hangs under each shelf and lights what's below it. This is for a bigger setup than what I have. So if you want to go big, there's always that option too, but I love this little compact unit for my purposes. There's a couple kinds of these that you can get. This one is meant to be filled with potting soil. There's 72 cells, and that's enough to more than fill a 4x8 garden bed, which is what we're going to be doing in this Dye Garden series. That's actually accounting for planting twice as many seeds as I intend to use, just in case there's a poor germination rate. You can also find this kind of tray. If you see, there are channels inside it, and the channels are meant to hold these coconut pellets. They fit inside, if you can see that. I used these last year and I didn't like them that well, but I guess it's a personal preference thing. I also suspect that seed starting mix, like such as this one, is going to have more of the texture and the nutrition needed for a seedling to sustain it until it gets into the garden. There are a couple more features of these seed starting trays that I wanted to point out. One is that the cells are set into a bottom tray, and this makes it possible to water your seedlings from the bottom rather than doing overhead watering, and that helps prevent displacing the seeds when you're watering from overhead. There might be some other benefits too, but that's one of them. And then these trays also come with a dome. After the initial watering, you put the dome on and just leave it there until you have about 50% germination, and then you remove it. And typically you don't need to water it during that period, as long as you see that there's moisture inside the dome. This is where my seeds will be living. This is just a corner of my kitchen. The seed starting stand is also serving as a shelf, so it kind of just fits neatly into my daily life. If you're not going to be keeping your seed starting tray in your house where the ambient temperature is nice and cozy, say maybe you're putting your seeds in the garage or in a basement, you'll want to plan on getting a heating mat that's designed for seed starting. They fit right under the tray to keep your seeds at an optimal temperature for a good germination. You can get a variety of sizes, so just look for the size of the seed tray that you're using. I want to add here that a lot of the information I'm sharing about starting seeds is something I've learned from the book Cut Flower Gardening by Erin Benzakin. I'm not quite sure how to say it, but it's an excellent resource, and I just want to give credit where credit is due because I've learned a lot from her books. You can be sure to catch all of my videos by subscribing to my channel. I also have a lot of fun things happening outside of YouTube, and if you want to check those out, you can join my newsletter. The link to sign up for that is in the description below this video.